Hi, good afternoon, Carmen. I'm really glad to see you here again for another session. I know we haven't seen each other in a few weeks, so it'll be good to catch up with you. I know that. How are you doing this afternoon? Sorry.
I just, I don't know. I haven't been feeling good at all.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Before we schedule this, you had told me over the phone that you were experiencing some pain. Do you mind if you could maybe explain to me what kind of pain you're feeling today?
Like, I have body aches all over. Like, I just feel like everything hurts. I haven't been able to like really sleep. I just feel so tired. Like, I just feel tired and achy all day. I like I try to like push through it like when I wake up, but like sometimes like I just want to like lay down and like not get up like at all, like at all.
Okay. Um, you don't want to get up? Can you elaborate on that for me real quick?
Well, like I don't mean like suicidal or anything. Like I don't want to take my life, but it's just like I just want to break. I want to break and like without having to like worry about like what's next and all these things that I have to do and just like having a weekend like in bed and just like relaxing and like not feeling so stressed and like 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 right now the way I feel is like I'm just so stressed that I feel down and like I just feel like there's no possible way that I'm ever gonna catch up on my rest. I don't see that being possible. I'm just
No,
tired.
Carmen, I definitely understand this feeling. I've been there myself, even. Um, but let me ask you just a few more questions before we really dive deep into this session, because I want to kind of pick a starting point where we can talk about today and hopefully get some of these issues out of off of your chest, you know. So during the last few weeks where we haven't seen each other, how have you really been feeling, like either individually, socially, interpersonally with other people, or just like how has your overall well-being been lately?
Like I mean, like I mentioned, I just feel like I'm tired all the time. Like I don't want to be around any people. And that's why like I've been struggling with like my interpersonal like relationships. Like my tiredness like makes me not want to do anything like after I get off work. I don't want to be around any people. I don't want to talk to anyone. So yeah, I mean it's affecting me. Like I've distanced myself from my friends. Like I just don't want to deal with anyone. I'm just tired, like exhausted.
Yes, and that is just such a horrible feeling because you just probably feel like you don't know when you're going to have that energized feeling
Yeah.
again. But I see. Um, well, we can start with obviously your feelings of tiredness and being sluggish, because that seems like a really big issue for you right now in your life. So, your personal well being is so important to your overall health in life and how you see life, how you and your happiness. It has all of that to do with your overall well being. So, just try to explain to me, if you can, what personal well being struggles are, like what your personal well being struggles are in as much detail as you can.
Like I think my struggle is like just being able to like unwind and like actually like relax. Like all of my days, like my day starts off busy. Like it just starts that way. And I'm constantly running around. I mean, I get tired of just running around, like starting off a busy morning and like running around and just like everything in my life just seems so overwhelming. And I feel like I can't turn it off. Like it's just constant. And like I really want this way of living to stop. Like I don't, I just want to have balance. Like I can literally like feel all the stress like in my body, like I feel it like all over my body as like in a form of an ache. Like I don't know, it's just taking like a really like I'm at the point where it's like it's a physical toll that is like taking on my body.
Right. I can definitely understand that. So, do you mind maybe trying to explain to me a little bit more about this overwhelming feeling that just kind of burdens you? Maybe that you're like kind of stuck in.
Well, yeah, like I feel like I struggle to like keep balance, like in my house. Like I'm the primary caregiver of my mother, and I mean that's definitely like a lot. Like I have to deal like with, you know, helping her with balance out all these, you know, her health issues. I mean, I also have a full-time job that I have to pay like my 100% attention to. And like after work, like I come home and I take care of my mother. I have to clean the house and like make sure everything's in order. Like I just feel like I'm stretched out so thin. Like I don't know like how much more of me like there is for that. Like at night, like I lay down and I just like think about everything, and it's just like hard for me to fall asleep. And like sometimes I feel like if I could only get like 5 minutes, like just 5 minutes to myself, but like it just seems like the word like relaxation is like non-existent for me. Like it's not even in my vocabulary.
Right. And hearing you explain this like overwhelming state for you, it's making my heart race. It's like hearing you say this is making even me anxious. And I can't even imagine like being in your shoes. I know this is probably taking so much of a toll on you. Um, I know that you have a lot of responsibilities in your life, you know, taking care of your mother, obviously your work as well. But would you like to find some ways, like maybe we can explore some ways in dealing with them and finding some extra space in your life?
Like honestly, like I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like I don't even know if I have like the time to think about like what I can like actually cut out in my life.
Yeah, it sounds like to me that you're kind of feeling unsure about how to even approach the situation. I get that. So let me ask you, is there any time in your life where you do feel somewhat relaxed? Like anything that you maybe is in your routine?
Like I really like feel my best. Like I do gain like a feeling of satisfaction like when I'm caught up with like especially with like my work projects. Like if I feel like I'm not behind, then I don't have to stress about that. And I also like the feeling of like being able to cross things off a list. Like when I have checklists and I'm complete something and I may just cross it off. Like I love like that feeling. Like and I used to like do that like in the past. Just you know, I was very organized. I used to do my list and then like I had like the way this way of like rewarding myself, especially like after a big project at work. Like I would either go and like take a spa day, and you know what? That's something I haven't done in like years.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that feeling of accomplishment for you really brings you comfort, you know, and it makes you feel good about yourself. Um, was your life always this chaotic, or were you able to be more relaxed before?
Well, like before I became like the primary caregiver of my mother, I used to go to the gym like 3 to 4 days a week. Like I love doing like spin and like yoga classes. Like it really made a difference like in my stress level, like just the working out. I used to be able to do it and I loved it. And now like working out is like completely like on the back burner. I haven't done it in years.
Yeah, that must be so exhausting, trying to balance taking care of your mother and your family as well. Um, so I feel like you are kind of taking care of everyone except for yourself right now at the moment. That's what it sounds like to me. So just tell me, how like satisfied do you feel about meeting your own needs at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not satisfied at all. I just like I feel like I've completely like neglected myself and I'm just like at a point where I'm just worn completely down.
I understand that. So tell me a little bit about this worn down feeling for you. Is it like mentally or physically or both, you think?
Like I think before it was just mentally, but like I mentioned earlier, like when it's taking a physical toll on me, like I feel that I'm at a point where like my body is telling me like I need to focus on me. Like I'm at that point already where it's just I need to like my body is the one telling me like slow down and like focus on you.
Um yeah, it's really good to listen to what your body's telling you. Um are you feeling maybe conflicted views within yourself at the moment? Like is part of you desperately needing a break and then the other part is feeling like you have to keep going and you have to handle everything on your own? Do you think that might be like an internal struggle for you at the moment?
Yeah, I really think that like that's how I feel like it sounds right. Like it's just it's been forever since like I've taken care of myself. Like I actually like feel sad to like say it out loud. Like it makes me sad. Like I know like truly like changes have to be made. I mean, even if they're small, like something has to change.
Yeah, I can definitely like see that internal conflict within you right now. Do you think maybe you could explain to me what small changes you may want to start working on?
Like like I want to start like making myself a priority. Like I feel like I take care of everyone else. Like I want to start taking breaks at work again. I mean, that was something that, I mean, it sounds so small, but it's something that I used to do. I used to get up from my desk and just like stretch a bit, like even walk around the block when I was tired of sitting for too long. Like I just, I stopped doing all of those things. Like, and they did make me happy, like and more relaxed. And I mean that was all things that I used to do like before like I put everyone else before myself.
Right, right. I understand that. So, even like the small things like yoga and spin and working out, it sounds like you kind of regret cutting those parts out of your routine. Um, so, maybe explain to me what making yourself a priority looks like to you.
I think that at this point like i I could at least like start off like putting aside maybe like 15-30 minutes just for me, just like 100% for me. Maybe even getting my nails done, um, and just taking like small breaks throughout like my normal routine. And just, I mean, something like that would be nice.
Yeah, setting aside a small amount of time for you, will definitely add up in the long run. Just 15-30 minutes a day, that gives you plenty of time a week that you were able to say, hey, I did this for myself. You will just see how these few changes will, can help you focus more on yourself and your personal needs. It may be hard. It is a hard skill to do for a lot of people, but actually listening to your body and doing what is best for you is so important in maintaining like a healthy lifestyle. So I'm giving you some homework. I want you to, practice taking these small bits of time for yourself over the next few weeks until our next session. And I want you to keep a journal or a piece of paper and just document what you did for yourself that day. What did you do for your 15 or 30-minute period? So that we can discuss that in our next session. And like change does not have to be huge. It does not have to happen overnight, but I know that incorporating these small changes at first will, it'll impact you greatly, but it'll also impact you greatly over time. Only you are ultimately in command of your own life, Carmen. So I want you to take hold of it now. And I don't want you to, resent the life that you could have had or the time that you could have spent on yourself. In these changes or benefit your overall well-being. And I do look forward to seeing you in our next session and hearing about how you did on your homework assignment.
Yeah, no, thank you. I want to really thank you for your time as well. Like just being able to say it out loud, and like I already like feel some like type of relief and like less stressed than how and anxious of like how I felt at the beginning of the session. And I'll definitely do that, and keep up with my journal. And I look forward to talking to you next week. And thank you again for listening.
Of course. And I look forward to talking to you again as well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.